welcome to EOB Salon Talk. Well, tonight it's going to be a little bit different. You might hear a little noise, a little music here and there because we're at Steam House at 128 Gramerton Avenue and they're having a party downstairs. So we're a part of the party, but we just took a little break just to do a little interview with Miss Ashley. Hey, welcome.
Hi, thank you. This is honestly the first time I've done this. This is great. This is great. Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Ashley Marie Eastman.
And Ashley, we met
yesterday
through a mutual friend yesterday.
The day before yesterday.
Well, yeah. But what do you do?
So I do. I take pictures and I make vlogs, like videos.
Right, she's a blogger.
Yeah.
And she's one of the most interesting people I've met in a long time. She has great energy. You know, I'm all about good energy. She actually came to the salon today and got her hair done, colored. Took a little time, but we got it done.
And like, ironically, it's the same color as hers, so it's like. Didn't even notice
the blue,
that.
Yeah, we're all about the blue life here.
That's why it wasn't meant to be because we were supposed to do this yesterday, and like it didn't pan out that way. But now, because we're filming it, they could actually see like we're twinning, so it's better.
Hey. So why did I decide to interview Ashley? Some might say, oh, she's on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Oh yeah,
actually?
So my Instagram is OMGOAsh. Like OMG is short for oh my god, yo is like yo what's good, and Ash is short for Ashley. So that's my Instagram, and my YouTube is just Ash, but if you type in OMGOAsh it'll also pop up, and my Twitch is Ash Armada.
Twitch. So I learned about
Yeah.
Twitch. She is from San Diego, right?
I wish. I'm from Phoenix. My
Phoenix,
parents currently
Arizona.
reside in San Diego.
See, I'm getting it together.
She remembers I said San Diego because my parents live there currently.
Mom and dad live in San Diego. So the reason I decided to have this conversation with Ash today, it's salon talk, so it's about having conversations in the salon. And we were talking about Instagram and the effect and how influential it could be and how you could use your Instagram fame, which she is actually very famous on Instagram, by the way. She has thousands of followers, right, darling?
Yeah, I do.
So we were talking a couple weeks ago, actually, about Instagram fame and, some
days ago. You said weeks ago.
Days ago, right. And they were talking, actually, it's been an ongoing discussion, Instagram fame, who got fame through Instagram. But my belief was, doesn't matter where it came from, how you got your fame, how you're known. If you're popular enough to have people following you, then we should use it on a positive. So when we spoke, I found out, I love Ashley. She's actually really, really a deep person.
Thank you.
The Ashley, I look at her page and I'm like, she's way more than what you see on Instagram, which is one of those things I say. Get to know a person for who they are, because getting to know her, I love her. She's my little sis. I love her.
Yay.
Yeah. So we talk, and one of my things would be, why did you decide to go this way? Yes.
Well, I'm 27, first of all, and I've done a lot of things in my life, and I kind of stumbled onto this. Like, I've always liked things in the beauty industry, like doing my makeup in high school. I wasn't even allowed to wear makeup until 10th grade, which is kind of late. But
that's great, actually.
I know.
I wasn't allowed to do makeup till I was 15, 16.
Yeah, same. 10th grade.
17, 18.
But honestly,
to be honest,
in hindsight, it's like, that's good, because I didn't need to be looking good for no guys anyway.
Right.
My dad's thought process, and it's true. But all that to say, when Instagram first came around when I was in college, we'll say 7, 8, 9 years ago, it was very different. Like, Instagram has evolved in such a way that is very different than it used to be. Now people go on the app just to be entertained on the most basicest of human levels.
Right.
So I really just didn't anticipate on how I got a lot of followers.
Right. So you didn't anticipate what would happen getting on it.
Oh yeah, so well no. I knew about Instagram. I had one when I was in college, but I was married and I actually had to delete it for my ex-husband because I was with a controlling Latino, and I'm like, I'll do whatever. Anyways, no more Latino men for me.
Overcome.
Yeah, overcame that shit. But anyways, I created mine in like 2017, and I had like a YouTuber ex-boyfriend, but so that's how like mostly I would say like clout is from my ex-boyfriend. He's tatted right here. But it was mostly from him like holding the fuck out of me, like making me look dumb and just talking mad shit about me, honestly, quite frankly.
But now, okay, so you did that. That's why we started. Based on our conversation, I see where you're trying to take it in a deeper, so you're trying to take it a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like now I have this audience. I'm like, okay, like even on YouTube, I have an audience. I just kind of vlog my days. Gosh, it doesn't mean much to me. It doesn't.
Right.
But, like, I don't know it means much to me. This means a lot to me. Like, if I get to do if like the Instagram thing is leading me to stuff like this, like, I'm awesome. Like, that is, like, tangible. This is tangible evidence of, like, it meaning something to me. Because something I did find is that I did get addicted to it. Like, the likes and the comments and stuff. Like, always looking at my likes and comments. And it's like never enough, kind of like drugs. Because I'm actually, like, an alcoholic. And so
it's
H2
water.
Agua.
Not water. Water. Cheers.
Right, cheers. Mm-hmm. Ice water. No, I do speak Spanish, but I wanted to like emphasize the agua to make it sound
agua.
Funny. Agua. I'm Black and Mexican, by the way. But yeah, anyways, so you can get addicted. I know that firsthand. I know followers can mean a lot. I remember when I didn't have a lot of followers, like I'd look at certain girls with followers, like they were different, or I would want them to follow me or like my picture. That would mean a lot to me. I would just think like if I would take a picture of them, like maybe they'll give me a shout out just because, but people charge for that stuff and I understand, but like I honestly, like I do now what I kind of had thoughts in my head of like I wish people would have treated me when I didn't have it, because I know the thoughts are real or the feelings are real because I used to have them, like, now I don't.
I get it. So I'm going to share.
Yeah.
What impressed me, like today, you had your meetup today, right?
Yeah.
And a young lady came a very long way, actually. Just from you posting on Instagram that you're going to be at a certain location, she showed up. And so I walk up to the conversation and I was actually impressed. I was actually impressed with the conversation you were having with this young lady. I walked away because, I'm a wuss, so I didn't want to cry. You were actually encouraging her. Listen, she was like, I don't think I want to go to college. I want to be this. And you're like, no. What I think you should do was, and I was actually impressed, you telling her you got to go to college. Doesn't matter what your thought process is. Finish school, this. You are giving some sound advice. So for me, even though you may be famous from horsing around, as you say, I see where this could lead you in a path where it could be bigger than just that.
Yeah, because I have a lot of like civilian credentials. I'll say I'm a veteran. I'm a civilian now, but still a veteran.
Well, thanks for your service.
Thanks. But I did go to college. And people like to say, like, nowadays, even if you're an entrepreneur, you don't need school. It's a waste of time. At the end of the day, college and military instills a certain type of discipline that a lot of people don't have. I don't have it no more. I'm really traumatized. I need to dig deep to get it back. But, like, it's just, like, even if you don't know what you're going to do in life, like, just the discipline that you learn from college and the military at that particular time in your life, like right after high school, I'm talking right after high school, not like taking a semester off, like right after, is so important, like so important.
But that's what got me. You were saying, like, people, So I started this line of questioning and this conversation because I work in the salon with women, and in my salon there are multiple people that they will come into the salon and they'll have their opinion, and they'll see a girl maybe twerking on Instagram, and they're like, oh, she's Insta. I learned this new word, Insta famous.
Yeah.
But what they're not understanding is that you're seeing this part of it, but there's other stuff about this person that's intriguing. Like, you're deep, you're a real deep person. Like, you care. And just from meeting you and talking to you, you care about people. I find in a world where we're going through so much, not a lot of people care about people.
Yeah.
So even though you may do this and you may have this amount of followers, you actually care. So for me, that's great. You might have your fame through this and that, but you're using your fame to, like, this one young girl that you encourage today. She may actually be somebody. You may actually save her life.
And she was saying she wanted to do forensic law or something.
Okay.
Like, that sounds so cool because I love Forensic Files, the show. Like, that's dope.
You were patient. You sat with this young girl for about 4 hours.
Was it?
Yes, it was. I clocked it.
Dang.
And you talk. I left. I came back. I got a haircut. I came back. And then she walked her back to the train station. Now, you name me one Insta famous person, one celebrity. It's okay. One celebrity person that's going to get up. And then she walked her. I came in. She wasn't here. I said, Jay, did she leave? Her friend, she was like, no, she didn't. She'll be right back. She walked her by herself in a city she don't know.
I got global positioning system on my phone.
She
GPS.
Google and walked her to the train station by herself. Which next time, please ask someone to go with you. Next time, please. This is safety
I
first.
have pepper spray.
Oh, but safety first. But
Okay.
to me, that was thoughtful. That was, and to me, that makes you the unique individual. See, I like people based on their energy and their aura, and I like you because of that. And I'm grateful and thank you.
Thank you. I don't want to say anything. Like, honestly, like, I feel like crying because...
Don't cry. You're going to have me crying, and we're not going to do this now.
Yeah. I don't know. People that I really love don't say great things about me or make me feel great. So, like, that made me feel good about myself. And I'm like,
you are beautiful, though.
Oh, yeah. No, not necessarily
inside,
in opinion.
Not
in appearance, in, like, the way I act.
Inside.
Towards the world is usually not, like, spoke about in a positive way. So, yeah. That made me feel good. Thanks. And then people are probably looking like this and not believing you. Like, people really think I'm a terrible person. No, they do.
No. See, but can I share? Mm-hmm. People have their opinion of me, and it's okay for you to have your opinion of me. But who I am doesn't really matter what your opinion is.
Yeah, I just try not to talk about it. So when it's talked about and I feel good, I don't know how to, like, take that.
It doesn't matter what a person's opinion is of you. You gotta accept that, love that, regardless. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what a person feel about you. You are who you are. You'll be fine. All right.
It's going to go away.
All right. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It'll be all right.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what a person thinks. Who is Ashley? Uniquely beautiful. Mm-hmm. You wanna ask me who Claudette is? I'm the most fabulous person you'll ever meet in your life. Hey, you might not feel like that, but that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter.
And I want to say something that I was talking to this girl about, like, the world. Like, I look like this right now because, like, I'm 27, but I do all this with makeup and my weight and my hair and stuff, but, like, I enjoy it. But, like, honestly, like, from my experience, the world treats you different if you don't look a certain way, and that's just the ugly truth. Because growing up, like, especially in school, oh man, I got makeup on.
Oh, don't worry about that. Oh.
In school, like, you know, like, it was very shitty going to school because the kids weren't nice. Like, if you don't look, like, they won't even just leave you alone and let you be. Like, if you're not in the like, you know what I mean? So just living in general in this world, if you don't look a certain way, can be like terrible, like mentally terrible. So it's like, I want everyone to feel good about themselves. Like, I want to treat everyone good because I know what it's like for people to treat you like trash.
Listen,
you know?
I'm not a typical girl. I have an accent. First of all,
like it.
I have a Jamaican Canadian accent. I am all mixed up, crazy mixed up, right? There are times I'll speak, no one understands the thing I say, but I say it anyway. I might be a little couple pounds heavier in this couple seasons because I'm gonna work out and lose some weight. Yeah, my trainer is gonna join us one day. But what I'm saying is,
we're in New York, by the way.
Yeah, we're in New York.
This is like,
yeah.
What is it? The City of Angels? Oh no, that's Los Angeles. What is this? The city of lights? What is this? The
Lights.
City of?
Come on. This is New York. Big. This is New York.
City of lights.
Listen.
Bright lights. I get it now.
But New York could have you feel very invisible. And nowadays, people want to be visible. For me, it doesn't really matter. You have to first figure out what makes you who you are. I have issues. There's stuff I have. I'm a little crazy. Some people might say I'm crazy. Some people might say I'm arrogant. People are going to have their opinion of you always. We were having the discussion in the salon yesterday, actually, Friday. Yeah, today's Saturday. Yesterday, they were talking about Kanye and Kardashian, how they make their money. And I said, wait, time out. It doesn't really matter to me how they make their money, how this NBA players spend their money. At the end of the day, it's what kind of person you are inside. What are you doing for others? Are you happy with who you are? If you're happy with what you do, it doesn't matter what I think. You should never, if you take anything back to Arizona from New York, I want you to take one thing. Doesn't matter what a person think about Ashley. Ashley's gonna live her best life. Ashley's gonna be Ashley. You don't have to like me. This is what I need you to take back. You don't have to like me for who I am, but I love me for who I am. You have to figure out a way to love yourself. Self-love is a deep thing, and it takes a long time for you to learn that. See, when we met, like, I see you deep, I see deep in, I knew you're going through stuff. People were like, listen, I could see through it. We all walk around with masks. Everybody I know in life, we walk around with masks. We don't want people to see the real us.
I even feel like a lot of people's job choices are like reflect a big part of that mask. The cars they drive, the homes they live in.
Of course it is.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like protecting ourselves from other people's judgments. And I'm so, like, I did that for so long, and at this point, like, I truly can't. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but
no, you have to love you. You have to live your best life now. You got to do you for you. Not for what somebody else think you should be. But you have to figure out. See, I lived my life as a hairstylist. My parents or people wanted me. I could have been a lawyer. I went to nursing school. I'm a dental assistant. I'm many things.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked. One day I'll tell people about. One day I'll have the podcast where I just have me talk about me, and we could be here for hours.
All the experiences you had and stuff.
It doesn't matter. I have to love what I do. I have to be able to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to drive to Pennsylvania to do Pittsburgh to do a class, and then drive back. I love what I do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy you walking in and you're happy with it. If you weren't, I would be there right now fixing it.
Yeah.
See, I love what I do. You have to get to a point where you love what you do, regardless of how much money you make from it.
Right.
Regardless of what, it's a gratification inside.
Yeah.
And how I like what I do make people feel great, and that's why I do it.
And I like what I do now as well because, like I said, somehow, some way now I'm here in New York talking to you. Like, this is great. I was able to talk to that young lady. She was only 16, by the way, which I don't even resonate with people who aren't old enough to have a drinking problem yet. But somehow I was able to resonate with the 16-year-old. So I'm like, wow, that's cool. Let me try to, first of all, fix how I talk, like, because I cuss a lot. I talk a lot of shit. So I'm like, it kind of helped me. Like, just think of it. Like, now I'm actually thinking of my audience. I actually put a face to someone in my audience because I just see numbers. I don't see faces. So now I'm like, dang, I need to act better. Like, I can act better, I used to.
So now you'll be gaining a different audience. You still have the audience you have, but you'll be gaining another audience. So you may gain another million. Oh, you all go up to another million? So you had a million and something, now you're going to gain another million. But then you'll be inspiring them.
Yeah.
I live my life to inspire people. I always say, I always live my life. If I died today, what would I want on my tombstone? I have to live. You have to live your best life now. I never want to leave the earth and not live in my purpose. That's why I do what I do. I do here because I love to do it. That's what I want to do. I style people. I educate because that's what I want to do. But for me right now, I know there's a higher power. And now you see me do the foundation stuff. That's my purpose. My purpose, your purpose in life might not be what you actually want it to be. Do I want to give what I have to everybody? No. But that's who I am. God put me here for a couple of reasons, and one of the reasons is I have to give back. I have to give to the less fortunate. I have to sacrifice and go through what I go through to make sure somebody else is good. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you're gonna make me cry.
You're like, because I understand.
Yeah, but this is a weepy episode. Yeah, we're emotional.
I hate being in this woman body because I'm so emotional. Yeah,
but it's okay to be emotional. See, sometimes people say men are the most emotional people I know, right? But they won't admit it. But my thing is that sometimes, Ashley, you make me cry. I didn't want to cry. I need a tissue. I
didn't want to cry neither. You made me cry.
Yeah, but you know what? My purpose is I have to give back. I have to make sure these kids that are less fortunate than I am can have something. I've been blessed. Everything I wanted to do when I was a little girl, I did it. I set a goal. I want to own a house, car, business, da-da-da-da. Every goal I set, I achieved. There's not one goal I set that I have not achieved. And I'm sitting back, looking back. Maybe meeting Oprah.
Oprah? What about Oprah?
Maybe just to go meet her. Maybe that's the only one. But to me, that's not really a goal. That's something I want to do.
Yeah, it's not.
But like all the goals I've actually set, I've done. So the one thing now, my purpose in life, there's no other purpose right now for me but to live, to give back, and to be the best me I can. Mm-hmm. To work on this body and what God gave me, and to refine me. Yeah. Refine my thoughts, the way I think, the way I act. So for me, that's just what my purpose is.
Yeah, that's about, I would say the same thing, like literally like what you just said, the goal thing. And now it's just like, I'm chilling. But you're doing it on a much larger scale than me. Because you're actually, like, I like the seriously with that, honestly. But I wanted to say that to piggyback off of what you were saying with your purpose and everything and giving back to people, what I found that when I am, because I suffer with depression and anxiety. I feel like every person on the planet at this point does, because whether it be the food or the TV or the social media. 10
pounds I want to lose, or the 30.
The food, once again, and social media conditioning, all that. Like, a lot of people suffer from depression and anxiety. But when I feel those things, like, I try to, it's really a self, at the end of the day, it's a very self-centered way of thinking. Granted, but you feel like pain, but like I help myself get out of it by like get out of your pain and go talk to somebody, go make somebody a sandwich, like to make someone else happy. Like, so that's how I mask my depression. And then like when you keep doing it, you get out of it, you know what I mean? Like, get around better people. Like, not saying I was around bad people, I'm just saying for anyone listening to this. So like getting out of yourself,
changing your environment for a moment, just so you could see another perspective on something. Not really, it's not really about the people. Sometimes it's really the environment, and your just so your perspective could change a little bit.
Oh, mind game. I have mind game tattooed right here. I sell these chakra bracelets, but I gave mine away to my new friend today. I give
She
all my shit away.
She meet a new friend every day.
Yeah, but Claudette's one of my best friends, so.
My bestie.
But I got mind game to basically signify, like, because I am in my mind a lot, mostly negative shit. But, like, whenever I'm thinking bad stuff or, like, think something's too overwhelming or whatever, I always want to say, like, it's a mind game. Like, when I hear people talk about the military, they don't even think about joining the Air Force because it's too hard. No. If you hear, like, stigmas on, like, whether it's too hard to be an astronaut or a pilot or in the Air Force or influencer, because my parents would have never thought I could do this right now. As a matter of fact, they're like,
nobody thought in this life I would be on a podcast.
Yeah. So, like, anything that everyone thinks is impossible, like, dare to dream, like, dare to. It sounds so cliche, but I read this article that Albert Einstein had wrote in, like, this veterans magazine. Obviously, he's deceased now, but, you know, they published it in the current magazine. But he was saying that he'll find himself in his mind, and he needs to realize he's more than the body. He has so much to offer this world because he looks around him, and he's living because of what other ideas that man created, whether it be this table, this microphone, this camera that's filming us right now. Like, everything around us was because of human contribution. So it's like, let me make mine on the world. And that's Albert Einstein.
I told you she was deep.
Yeah, a little bit. But it was to piggyback off of what you said, because you're, like, actually giving back. Right. She does it on a large scale. That's so awesome. Like, I'm gonna make you cry now, because you made me cry hearing of your goodness.
Don't make me cry. No.
This lady decides to spend her birthday doing homeless children's hair, like, and it increases every year. Like, her like giving back is to, like, I don't know, like, I never even thought of that, because it's like, yeah, we know there's people who don't have homes out here, but when you're actually homeless and you've been there, you just have, like, a whole nother, like, understanding for the shit. I mean, I've never personally slept on the street, but I've slept in my car.
She's actually making me cry.
I know. Like,
no.
I told you don't like hearing about your goodness. I understand, like, it sucks, but this lady right here, like, you inspired me. Like, you got me seeing, like, I could do so much more, because the only person you could change is yourself.
Right.
I'm realizing. So it's like, the more and more I try to stay in my own lane and change myself, get my body right, get my mind right, get my circle right, like, it'll come. Right now it has not been in finances, it's been in happiness, but to me that is priceless. And honestly, it has been in finances, but I still have an addiction to shopping, so it just runs through my fingers like
we're gonna work on that. You really did make me cry. I mean, I do get emotional when I speak about the homeless kids, and so I'm not gonna get into it on this episode, because we've been crying the whole conversation.
No
and yeah, where are tissues? Oh, the tissues are they want us to wipe them.
Business cards.
Yeah, we don't have no tissues, but it's okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, I admire and I look forward. I don't follow a lot of socialites, but since you're my new friend, my new sister, my bestie, I'm actually going to be following you. And I'm going to drop my little inspiration to you. And I hope that I see you doing bigger things. I honestly do see you do bigger things.
I do. And it's like, each platform is for different things. Like, Instagram, it's 100% bullshit. No, you're good. Like, it's rare you find people with substance on that app. I'm surprised why I have so much following on that app. Thank you. But, like, you would see, like, a lot of my butt and twerking videos and a lot of just my exterior beauty or whatever. But, like, that app is so addicting, superficial, and pointless. Though somehow I found my way into a media that if you really fuck with me on there, you'll watch my YouTube, which is a little deeper, or my Twitch. But at the end of the day, I just don't want you to watch me. I want you to, like,
get to know who you
productive. No, with, like, your own life. If you're watching this right now, like, I don't want you to be like, oh, Claudette and Ash, they're fucking dope. Like, no, you, like, what are you doing? Like, let's do this together. Like, we're actually connected. Oh, this is very, very, like, my favorite fact quote. I wish I had a board to draw it because I love drawing it to signify. Oh, perfect. All right, so you know we're made of atoms.
Right.
Like, trillions of atoms. They're the building blocks of matter. Atoms are 99.9999% energy or empty space. You can't see that part, and only 0.00001% physical substance. So, like, let's say this is an atom. An atom is like, we'll just say like this much. Well, if you're listening to this audibly, you wouldn't be able to see. Actually, it'd be like this much physical substance and this much energy. So if you think of like your body compared to your real energy, like we're really all connected, honestly. So if you're watching this far, because I don't know how long you've been talking, but I know it's been longer than at least 2 minutes. And most people's attention span is only actually it's closer to like 30 seconds. So if you're watching it this far, I would definitely encourage you to clearly define and write out a goal. Learn that from Zig Ziglar. How can you hit a target when you don't even have it defined? I wanted to say that in another way, but I'm thinking of my 16-year-old audience.
Yeah. No, but that's good because, see, I journal, I do a vision board.
Yeah.
And
same.
for me, that's writing out a goal.
Exactly.
And setting goals and writing out your visions.
Okay, so we can agree. Write your vision board.
Vision board.
Write your vision board. Think and Grow
Rich. Photos.
Oh, yeah, photos. Yeah. I have mine through Think and Grow Rich. Mm-hmm. You know, I could talk all day, but I mean, like,
we're gonna have to get her back in a part 2.
Right, I know. Okay, so another thing about me I want to explain. I believe in God, but my tattoos are pretty like creepy and stuff, but there was a time in my life where I didn't know God, but I always knew he existed, right? But there's some resources that I read and stuff that fall in line with like witchcraft and stuff that I now know. And it's like, if your intentions in your heart isn't good, that shit can give you bad repercussions. Maybe not currently, but later in life. It's
called karma?
Yeah.
Karma.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have no
karma.
Right? It's called karma, but it's also called like ignorance. Just don't be ignorant. Because in the book I'm recommending, Think and Grow Rich, I don't know nothing about his religious background. Mm-hmm. But he mentions like communicating with the dead, which is like necromancy. I'm not saying it's neither good nor bad, but just be knowledgeable. That's what he would do. But there's power in words. There's power in energy. And from that book, there's a really great verbiage. If you're not a visual person with the pictures, from Think and Grow Rich, just Google it to write the vision board. Or you can do like Claudette said. And now I feel like the need to disclose this, because I used to tell people, Think and Grow Rich, it's awesome. But now I know that there's some aspects to it that me personally, I feel like I said are like along the witchcraft, devil, evil things. But it's not necessarily that. It's just ignorance. It's just knowledge. You know what I mean? Knowledge. You don't have to fear it. Just be knowledgeable about it.
Ashley, you drop a lot of nuggets. Like, it was a lot of information. So we started out with Instagram and and how people believe. We went with the hair, and then you went to Inspire, and I want to say thank you.
Thanks. You did make me cry for making me feel good about myself. So like, it was hard for me to explain, but now you see, like, you're like, oh, don't say that.
No, I understand you because I get it.
Yeah.
Don't ever cry when someone speaks good about you.
I can say the same to you.
Yes. Touche.
Yeah, that shit don't feel right.
Don't ever cry, because you know what? It's okay to be a great person, because you are a great person.
Thank you.
And you are an inspiring person. And you're not the makeup or the twitching or the video. You're more than that. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for your energy. I thank you for the information you gave us. No,
too real for this shit to blow up that quick, but no.
Ash, thanks. I appreciate it.